All right, little progress update. Recoil's all set. New rope rotor spool. Got the muffler tidied up. Cylinder and pistons on. Kill switch wires are done. I did have one issue. I ended up reusing the old, I guess you call this like a baffle or something like that kind of separates the carb box from piston and cylinder. This is a OEM brand hammer new part, and I just didn't have enough clearance. I couldn't get the cylinder to set down, and this is all stock. It's not like I machined some off the base and then had fitment issues afterwards. I could have trimmed this or whatever. I'll just save it. I don't know if there's just any difference in between some of the earlier or later ones when you look at this. They still make these. I don't know if we can get enough light. Come on. No, we're not gonna be able to see. It says made in Brazil. I think it's super cool that they're still making these. But anyway, some of the other issues I've had to go back into some of the parts bins just to harvest some more screws, small knickknacks. Some of the rubber grommets that were here for like the fuel line and for the choke knob, the ones that were on here were just too crusty to reuse. This is a brand hammer new fuel tank assembly from Husqvarna. It was new in the bag. Obviously it doesn't come with the 6 mounts. I used or reused, I think 2 or 3, and I've got 3 brand new ones. These are pretty pricey for factory ones. Does not come with a fuel line, did not come with a tank vent from the factory. Thanks. All right, we got a few more things put together. We're just about there. I did have one issue with the chain adjuster. This is an aftermarket chain adjuster. It looks like, or maybe just the knob, but instead of it having like the nylon washer to kind of keep the choke rod, this has got like a little piece of aluminum. I had a bear of a time getting it out of the old case. Yeah, just a few things that fought me. Everything else is going together really nice. I think this is going to be pretty cool when we get it done. She's a beaut, Clark. Anyway, got this thing all buttoned up. So let's go through some of the new parts. New recoil housing, new decal, new rope rotor, new handle, new gas tank. All these are OEM parts, new top cover. I did throw in, I had an old school Husqvarna handle from back in the day, give it a little classic touch. Muffler's been painted. Got the 7th mount, scored that off of OPE Forum. One of the guys there was lucky enough to hook me up. I needed a couple of small tidbits. It's amazing, you start putting these old saws back together, and I probably spent 30 minutes scrounging for screws over the course of this build just to try and keep everything consistent and not have to use an entire toolbox to work, disassemble, retighten as things get loose. New OEM air filter. We've got good OEM spark. Brand hammer new jug, no decomp. Put a kit in the Tillotson carburetor. This is the 228, if I remember correctly. That's the right one for this unit. New gaskets on the intake block. Was able to salvage this rubber grommet. Had to find one for the choke lever, and had to find another one that was in decent shape for the fuel line. There's a new fuel line on this. And again, I was surprised the Husky fuel tank out of the bag did not come with a tank vent or a fuel line. Oh well. What else we got? There was one other anomaly. When I took the top handle out of the bag, the little grommet here, I guess that keeps the vibration when you pinch up against the handle. So I took some handlebar hose and just slid some of that on there. That should give me a little bit of vibration dampening. Got all that buttoned up. She sure is pretty, man. I'm gonna pull the cord here in a minute and get up there and see how she runs. We'll get her broke in and then do some test cuts. Man, listen to that. That's all muzzle saw right there. I'm pretty happy how this one turned out. We're gonna take it over to the wood lot and do some cutting with it. See if we can break those rings in. All right, little shout out to Husky's C83 chain. Stuff really does a nice job. It's just a off the roll chain. Didn't touch rakers, didn't do squat. It's made a handful of test cuts, got the tune dialed in. Let's hang it out there right now. I think I'm at like 660 something subscribers. I've got around 3,000 watch hours, so I need just a little bit more to get monetized. I'm not trying to make $1 million off of this, but if you're watching ads, just remember that goes straight to YouTube. So if I can get a little bit of beer money out of this, I appreciate it. So if you guys hit that button, do your thing, keep the comments coming, and get the algorithm back going for me. All right, enough about that. Let's grammar, more hammer. Let's put this big gal to work. And one last thing I do have to say, it's amazing the amount of vibrations in an older saw with rubber mounts than our modern spring AV type saws, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I fired it up for the first time, and you know, the buzz in your hands the first time you goose it, it's like, huh? You know, I just don't run older saws that often, and everything on here is all but new. So anyway, there's that. Damn, I hate to even get that thing dirty. It was so clean. But anyway, you know, once the rings break in, I think we'll see some better performance out of it. And again, she's just bone stock. I didn't do anything to it. No timing advance, no muffler mod. Just leave it like the classic she is. And enjoy her. If you want some performance work done on it, you can always do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great day.